guys, this is Engineer Vikas Ahmed, and in today's this video, I'm going to explain the very important topic of project management, procurement. Procurement is very critical procedure and process which we need to conduct, and it will help, it will serve to arrange all your project resources, to manage resources, to identify the right and correct ones so that our project can meet its deadline in successful way. So procurement process is basically a process in which we are going to make arrangement of all our resource services, either it is manpower, material, or machinery. Okay, so we are going to talk about our resources, either it is manpower resources, okay, material resources, services, okay, or machinery resources. So we need to understand all or any other services. So through a bidding procedure. So there is a very competitive bidding procedure, because in market we have different kind of vendors, we have different kind of suppliers. So we, to complete our project, we need these manpower, these different kind of consultants, different kind of skilled workers. We need different kind of material items. We need different kind of machinery which can ease our work, like cranes, like excavators. We need different kind of third-party services for testing and all that, and it will be done through a competitive bidding procedure. So this procurement process is going to deal with that. So it is that much critical if we need to get projects successfully complete. So moving on to the next slide, I'm going to make you understand how to conduct and how to make basic understanding of this process. So here we are, for anything we are going for, procurement, need identification is the first thing. This is actually based on PMP concepts, real industry-based concepts. Need identification means I need a crane. I am working on a construction site. I have to procure a crane for my, under the category of machinery resources. So I need a crane of specific power, which can handle the work on site. So I need to identify which category of crane I need to procure. I need any other service. I need welder. So I have to identify at which level that welder need to be skilled. So I have to identify those things before procurement of any resources. And the next thing I need over here, specification development. That's what I was saying. Identification, first you will identify, and then you have to go for the standardization. Like I was saying in previous point, that your welder should be certified in special kind of welding course. That is your specification. First you are going to identify, I need a welder, I need a crane, I need anything. But then you are going to talk about the specification, how much skill that should be. And then supplier identification and selection, the source from where you are going to procure that, it is supplier identification, the third party, you are going to select that one. Okay, and after that, tendering or bidding procedure, you are going to invite them to participate in that procurement activity, in which you are going to ask them to submit your request for quotation, request for information, or request for proposal, anything which you are going to work for. Okay, so they are going to participate in that activity, going to submit the things, and then you are going to set an agreement that on these conditions we are going to have set out as a contract. So you are going to make follow these contract negotiations, you are going to make these conditions, our working environment like this, whatever you want to set out your conditions and all that, and then you are going to award one of those people, because a lot of people are going to participate in this bidding procedure. So you are going to select one of them and you are going to award this project. And then order management, delivery and inspection and all that will be to make your procurement successfully. And then payment and record keeping is the part of this procurement strategy. So this is generic thing which I have discussed with you people, that's how procurement will be conducted. Now in the next slide, I'm going to help you people. If we talk about procurement and if we talk about project management, it is going to happen in that way. In plan procurement, the first phase, plan procurement. The second one, it will be conducted in planning phase. Okay. And the second one is conduct procurement. It will be done in execution phase. And then the third one is control, monitor and control phase, control procurement. So I will share with you the details, the flow chart and all that. So I'm going to share with you people. The first of all, there is next slide. I have already flow chart diagram. So here I'm going to share with you people. There are three things I'm going to mention here. Plan procurement will be started from this make or buy analysis. What is make or buy analysis? If I will share with you people this slide, make or buy analysis, the company, first of all, after identification of anything they are going to buy, like if there is material, if there is, welder, if I talk about, it's not like you are going to make your own welder. You are going to hire your own welder, or you are going to hire welder from third party. But if I talk about electrical perspective, there are electric DPs or distribution boards. Okay, there are piping material. There is any material if you talk about in that thing. So buy, make or buy, like if your company is interested to install your own plant to manufacture these things, you have to make analysis because your company is going to make that thing. Or you are going to look outside the window of your office and you can see that there are third parties who are going to provide these items on very cheap cost. So you cannot bear that much risk. So you are going to make analysis. Either you should go for the making or you should go for only the buy. So in this category, you have to take very a lot more other factors into the consideration, that what kind of risk you are going to face if you are going to put up your own plant. If I talk about any other item, it's pipe, it's any other thing. So there are few challenges over here. You are taking those all challenges in the consideration. And if you are going to make that buy strategy, you are going to make consideration that how much money you are going to invest. So where is the saving? So first of all, you are going to make that make and buy analysis. Once it's done, then the next thing is, just give me a moment. This next thing, make or buy analysis. In plan, this is actually planning phase. Okay. So in this phase, the first thing, select contract type. You are going to put up a contract. For which contract you are going for, source criteria, selection criteria, and then a procurement statement of work. This procurement statement of work is going to explain all your procurement scope of work. Okay, so it's going to be documented. It is actually going to show you the capability of vendors, what capacity they have, their technical evaluation, and then it will document all the point later on for the bidding procedure, that how you will enter into the procurement process with contract agreement points. All these things will be mentioned in this document. This is very important document which will be compiled in planning phase under this category, procurement statement of work, and it will be taken from the scope statement of your project, because in scope statement or in your scope management plan, everything is given there. And from that scope of work, you are going to identify what kind of resources, what kind of services you require. You got it? So that document is dealing such kind of points. This is selection criteria and this is contract type, which I'm going to discuss in details in the later part of today's video. So after this, once planning phase is done, now your conduct procurement in execution phase, this is going to be happen. What is this one? You are going to invite all of your suppliers in the market, RFQ, RFI, RFP, request for quotation. It's about prices, request for information, only the little bit information, and proposal is the detailed specify, standardized and specification kind of things you are going to publish. And you are going to invite actually that, okay, come and participate in this activity. We need such kind of services. And if you are capable, you should participate. This is the procedural thing. And then after that, a lot of people are going to take part in that activity. These sellers, that there will be, they are going to submit you bids, their proposals, and then your team is going to evaluate them. You are going to shortlist. Let's say you are going to get 50 bids. After 50 bids, you have some selection criteria, obviously. Okay, you have some selection criteria. Okay, here you have defined already. After that selection criteria, you will be okay, I am done with that, and I have only 10 people which are actually precisely uh, going to fulfill that criteria. So after 10 people are meeting with, you are going to conduct one meeting with them, these 10 people, and then select sellers. Out of these sellers, agreement with, see, only one seller. Like why I wrote here sellers, maybe you have three items, so you are going to make three different kind of sellers. So for each item you are going to make sellers shortlisting, and you are going to set your agreement, and then you are going to make your product delivery arrangement or deal with them, that when I'm going to get that, because I have construction site strategy preferences, so you are going to aware them that when my piping items are need to be delivered on the site, when my electrical boards need to be delivered on site, when I need that certain kind of welders on site. So, and in other scenario, if I have, once things are done, I'm going for audit and inspection. So that's in control procurement. So audit and inspection, there are two categories. First, I'm satisfied. Okay, but the second one, I'm not satisfied, and then it will raise another condition, dispute and conflicts. If there is situation like that, yes, resolve dispute, and then close procurement and update procurement. How was your, lesson learned registers, company OPAs, and all that. So that is actually procedural thing. So you should know that how procurement will be conducted under planning phase, execution phase, and monitor and control phase. So that's how you are going to conduct your procurement. And procurement strategy is always dealing with contract type, the most important thing, delivery method, and procurement phase. Now I'm going to share with you people the important thing, contract types. Okay. So what is contract type? There are three types of contract. The first one is fixed priced. Okay. The second one is cost reimbursable contract. And the third one is time and material. I'm going to give you an example that how. So these are three major contract types. There are three further categories for this under this category. There are three further categories under this category, and there is one. So total, it's going to be seven under this contract type. So I'm going to share with you one by one. So just give me a moment. I will be sharing with you the things. So here we are. So the first thing we have, firm fixed price contract. This price is set and not subject to change regard of cost incurred by the contractor. Like this is fixed price. This is suitable when you are fully 100% aware this type of contract is valid, when you aware of 100% scope of work. And you know that, let's say I am going to hire a contractor for the construction of my house. So I'm going to tell him that I need to construct this house in 10 million rupees or whatever the currency is. So now under, if the contract is firm fixed price, it should be constructed under this price. If contractor is going to spend 11 million, this extra 1 million is his headache, not mine. If he is going to make this happen in 8 million, then it is the process, it is his profit. But it is not like to make 8 million project completion within 8 million, he have to compromise on quality. He have to deliver fixed scope, fixed cost with quality which was required by the client, right? So this is fixed price. And then there is fixed price contract with incentive fee. That guy is going to deliver that project. Let's say you are going to make deal with the your service company, your seller, that you are going to give the services or you are going to construct any home. The fixed price is 10 million. Okay, he is going to make, this is fixed price, but once on the completion, the successful completion of that project, you are going to make the incentive fee. Let's say that would be 0.5 million just to make him happy. See, so that is fixed price. Yes, for the work done, that would be done with fixed price, but we are also going to give him incentive fee. So would be called fixed price incentive fee. So this contract, sometimes you know that we are, in companies it happens, there are bonuses. See, okay, we are going to get salaries. See, we are going to get salaries, these are fixed, but if we are going to make target, we are going to get bonus. Or sometime any client is going to say, if we are going to get this project to be completed like 4 months ahead of our schedule, like it was supposed to complete that project in 31st March, okay, but project is going to be completed 30th January, 2 months ahead of the project completion date, then company is going to award bonus. So that is the category. And the third most important thing, fixed price with economic price adjustment. Sometime what happens, inflation is the bigger player. It is going to ruin our project, cash flow, inflation. Petrol prices are fluctuating, dollar price is fluctuating. So what? We will be given that fixed price, but later on we are going to be compensated with economic price adjustment with that inflation rate. So that contract type is going to deal with that thing. And the second category is cost reimbursement contracts. If we talk about cost plus fixed fee, like I'm going to make my car repairing or maintenance, and I'm going to talk with that workshop man. The cost, the spare part cost is fixed. I have to pay for that, for everything. And I have to pay for his maintenance charges, like maintenance, his fixed fee. Okay. So that contract type is dealing with all those projects, all the incurred materials, all the things which need to be utilized from a project. For that separate cost, I'm going to bear. But the separate fixed fee, services fee, I'm also going to bear. Okay. So this is going to make combination of two things: cost of that service, cost of that project, material, manpower, machinery. But fixed fee is also part of that contract type for the saver side. So this is more risky for the contractor side. This is more risky for the seller side. You got my point? This point, if it is fixed. And this is more risky for the buyer, for the client side. Okay. And these are the more defined projects. Scope is fixed. These are the more defined. When project, these contract types are more suitable to implement when your project is more known, defined, well defined. And this contract type is more suitable when your project is uncertain. You are not aware that much. Why? See, cost plus fixed fee. If you don't know, you are going to excavate a building foundation. You don't know under the 10 feet there is water, whatever there is. So it's going to enhance your work. You got my point? If there is a water table on the higher level, you need extra material to dump and save that one. So that's why this is uncertainty. Then cost plus incentive is same here. Cost of that project incurred, material, manpower, machinery will be charged, but there is incentive fee for that services. And then cost plus award fee. If project is going to be completed with successful indicators, you are going to make award fee or bonus fee. And then there is time and material. This is actually hybrid model for all these things. Your client, consultant, and all the stakeholders are going to sit together, okay, and they are going to make hybrid model of fixed price and cost and reimbursement contracts. I will give you an example. Let's say this is actually time and material based. Let's say I'm going to hire a tutor, okay, and that tutor is going to is going to teach my kids. Okay, so I have set that condition that he's going to teach 2 hours per day, and after 1 month there are like 60 hours. So for each hour I'm going to set a certain price. See, I'm going to set up certain price, obviously. So what will happen if he is going to teach 3 hours per day? If I will enhance this time, so accordingly money will be enhanced. Simple. So this is time and material. And same way, if I'm going to start a construction project and I suppose that there are 100 dumpers of soil are going to dump in my foundation dumpers. So if it's going to extra dumpers like 120, I'm going to count that into the calculation. So this is actually the hybrid model. Sometime the portion of a project contract is fixed, but with this one, I'm going to engage cost reimbursement. But I have given you an example that how it's going to work, because it's on time and material basis. So every cost is going to be calculated on those bases. So that is contract type. And the most important thing in this procurement, there is agile type contract types as well. I will give you an example: cap time and material contracts, target cost contracts, and incremental delivery contract. Cap time and material contract is actually dealing in agile industry, that buyer and seller are going to set a cap target like 100 million, like $100, let's say. They are going to work on a website. So if the project cost is going beyond this limit, the buyer is not going to pay, the seller is going to bear. So this is the cap. And there is time, like even time, this is actually same as time and material. You got my point? But capped time, there is a limit for time and material. Beyond that limit, if I have given 1 month, okay, so beyond that 1 month, if there is extra charge, seller is going to bear. And beyond that money, if there is any extra expense, seller is going to bear. Target cost contracts. Okay, so there is one target, same here. You are going to make one target that this much cost I'm going to bear for this project. So that's what you are going to bear. And you are going to make your project successfully within that cost. Again, incremental delivery contract, actually it is going to make like you have $100 one project cost, and you are going to make your different phases $20, $30, and $40, like that. So you are going to work for that. Like first $20 you are going to pay if work is that phase is successful, and then $30 and then $40. So agile is going to work like that way. So that's how procurement will be working. And next I will be sharing that how this procurement is going to work for you people. Again, one time that there is one procedure in construction industry projects. If I tell you, there are bulk items. This is industry based concept. There is long lead items. If I talk about material kind of things, bulk items and long lead items. This is Aramco ADNOC based practices. Bulk items which are readily available in the market, like cement crush and all that. Long lead items which will take extra time, manufacturing, ordering, and it will take maybe 6 months. You need extra time to make availability on the site. So there are two categories in the procurement. So it will be started RFQ, request for quotation, then bids, then evaluation, then approval for a seller. Okay, I have already detailed about that approval. And then site, factory visit, because you are going to make this is also important thing, factory visit to test the things, and then ordering, and then manufacturing start. This is about long lead items. And then factory your test, and then shipment. This is the procedure. Then custom clearance, then delivery on site. So that is actually industry based process. I preferred, I should, this would be asked in the job interviews. If you are going to make interview preparation for the planning engineering and for Aramco ADNOC, they are going to ask you this. So this is not given in any other book, but yes, industry based, they have made their practice. So that's it. Please give me your feedback. How was it? And give me your things. Thank you very much.